This
to
call is being
this
recorded.
format we on right now and start recording it. And then I download this after the show and upload it as the official. So the one that's on Spreaker first is the unofficial show. It's like the promo.
Okay.
Just let people know that I still record. But now we are live. I'm recording. So let me make a couple of announcements. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct on Gye-Nyame Journey. Tonight I'm joined by Brother Yauncey, one of the crowd favorites. He came on my show maybe once or twice, and now we get more requests to be on the show than I am. They just won't kick me off of this TV show, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether it's that Ohio something swag. I don't know. But whatever it is, keep it working. And we also joined by our brother. And would you introduce yourself, sir? Hello?
Man.
Say, brother, why?
Yeah. Hello?
I'm still here, Wassy.
Yeah, he said you ain't hearing me say he wants you to introduce yourself, bro.
Okay. Well, my name is Brother Hall. I'm calling out of Savannah, Georgia. Just currently finished doing a 15-year prison sentence. And, I've been invited to on the line to listen and, see what the segment is about. And see where I can throw my input at and be a part of the movement. By the way, I'm 41 years old.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I'm also
yeah, just introduce yourself. I don't know what happened. I turned the phone, it started making a noise like.
I reintroduce myself. I ain't got no problem with that. I can reintroduce myself.
I am your business, man.
Okay, I'm Brother Hall. I'm calling in from Savannah, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I just got through 15 years prison sentence, and my brother Robert, was talking about the segment the open forum, and he was like, I needed to call in, so we got together tonight and made the call at the same time. So I want to see what the movement about, see where I can do my part, because I'm all in the each one, teach one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We welcome you. Welcome to the family, to the movement. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, what we do is we do wisdom mining. Because, this is FreeStyle Friday. Usually on the Tuesday and Wednesday show. On Tuesdays, we do folk tales for grown folks. On Wednesdays, we do tribal quotes. Tonight is just freestyle. So whatever is on our mind, we could do it. And since it's my show, since it's the people's show, we go as long as we want. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to kick it, and a few more people probably drop in because these shows get live. The only rule is that you can't cuss more than me.
You can't do what?
He said you can't cuss more than him.
I know that's right. I know that's right, brother. I'm doing
I'll handle your business. Listen, if you need to express yourself, because this ain't the show that I usually that kids should be on anyway. This is adults talking. We drop a wisdom. We might agree, we might disagree, but the point is we got to start conversating about some of the issues going on in our community. But now,
I know that's
before we jump into this, I need to make a couple of announcements. First off, those of you that's listening to me on Spreaker, feel free to call in at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. This is Brother Hatim. I'm coming at you live and direct. I'm at the hookah shop right now. And I know y'all saying, Brother Hatim, how did you stop smoking and sit in the hookah shop? Well, I'm all the way in the back holding my breath. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
It's Friday night. My babies will not allow me to podcast without them being involved, so I got to go somewhere, and the only place that I have is the hookah shop because I know the owners. I've been coming here for years, so they hooked me up, so I want to send shots out to the Shisha Lounge. Anybody that's in the area, if you want to come in, you know what I'm saying, I can get you a cup of coffee because it's an all-pay week, so I ain't got no money for the hookah. But, you come in, we might get to work something out. Now, here we go. Also, on September 11th, 911, that 911 day, we're going on our annual camping trip. So we're going to have a camping trip here in Columbus on 911. For individuals, it's $25. as long as you get to it before the last week. Right before the 11th, it's going to go up to $75. You know what I'm saying? For families, it's $60. Families of up to 5. You know what I'm saying? $60. So don't be sliding your cousins in and stuff like that. You know, try to bring 20 people for $60. No, it's 5 people for $60 as a family. I want to send shouts out to this company called RaceEntry.com. Now, one of the things I was thinking about doing was starting a race, because like at the same time that I stopped smoking, I found out that Yauncey stopped smoking, and Yauncey was taking pictures of himself at the top of what's that mountain that you was running up?
Stone Mountain.
Taking pictures of himself at Stone Mountain. I said, damn, maybe we might need to do a race to kind of, you know, not only talk about the consciousness, but to talk about the importance of staying in shape. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we're coming into a time where there's going to be a lot of issues, and some of those issues are going to be physical. So some of us that have the right mind state need to have the right body type. You can't be out of shape. So I had to lay my cigarettes down. I'm moving into my second 30-day cycle, and it's getting easier the longer I go. So I was thinking about doing a race, and I ran into this application called Race Entry, and I signed up for the application. I put check in with everybody that registers. I want to show you how to use this application, and the application is brilliant. So if anybody that's out there that's planning a race or any other event, this application is the bomb, because not only can people pay for your activity through it, it'll help you schedule and manage the whole event. So Yauncey, you into promoting, even though it's structured for running, some of the functions that's on this application may help you keep things in order as far as the boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you don't have to, but just check it out. So anytime I find any apps that are any good on the internet, I find them. So now, another piece is for those who have been involved with Gye-Nyame Underground Railroad for the last, I guess I've been doing this for over, 20 plus 10, let's say 30 years. I've been doing this since I was about 19, 20 years old, so I'm 37 now. So let's say about 30 years. Those have been involved, and you want to come to a camping trip, right? Don't let the money be a hindrance. You need to talk with your brother. Reach out to me, reach out to somebody in the circle, and we can work it out. I just want everybody to put something forth into coming, all right? If you want to come, we can make that happen. Last but not least, I'm offering a Warriors Dance. So this is going to be, since I'm not going to be able to do the run this year because I'm planning to run for next September, I'm doing a Warrior Dance. Now, the dance is going to be this. We're going to have a fire in the center of the campground, those that have been to the campground. And those people who want to participate, right, who want to push your endurance, to see how strong, how much endurance you have, and to possibly have a spiritual experience. You're going to be offering a warrior dance. So those individuals are going to be involved with the ritual from nightfall to sunrise. That fire will be going, and those individuals that want to be involved with that ceremony can dance all night. We're in the middle of nowhere. Nobody's going to hear us. If you need to cry, you can cry. If you need to yell, you can get that out. If you need to shout and get some warrior cries, you can do that. But it's going to be going all night, and of course, you know, I will be doing it. Now, if I'm the only one, I'm not doing it. But if there's some other people out there that want to push themselves and do it, I will help you. I will lead the ceremony. I'm going to have brothers on the drums. They're going to be on the drums all night because all we need is a little bit of energy. Brothers are going to be there all night, and we're going to kick it. We're going to have a good time. But the only thing is, if you join the ceremony, you will have to fast from the beginning of the ceremony to the end. So as soon as nightfall comes, you get your last drink of water, and for the next 6 hours, no, it's going to be a little bit longer. It might be about 12 hours. For the next 12 hours, you will be moving, You're going to be sweating. You're going to be hungrier than you ever been before. You're going to be thirsty than you ever been before. You're going to be tired than you ever been before. And those points, and I want y'all to realize this, regardless of whether we're coming from the Bible or we're coming from the Quran or we're coming from any of the ancient traditions, those are the points that God appeared before the prophets. When they are the hungriest, when they are the tiredest, when they have pushed themselves beyond their limits, that is when that spirit comes down. So this is an opportunity, not only to test yourself physically, but also maybe to help you get some spiritual direction. So now, we're about to jump off. I got two wise brothers with me. We're about to throw down on FreeStyle Friday, and they've been patient and listened to me do my rant. So now, I'm about to throw it on them. Last thing, those of you that are on Spreaker and want to join me, hit me up at 614-556-4535 because I'm about to turn Spreaker off so I can put my total attention on this call because I've been blessed with two brothers from down south. So it's about to go down. All right? And Spreaker, I'm out. So, all right. Yauncey, you called in first, bro. So it had to be something on your mind because you've been asking about the show, and for some reason you couldn't make it on Tuesday or Wednesday, and you called in on FreeStyle Friday, so there has to be something on your mind. What's going on, my bro?
Nothing major, my friend. I really called in because my guy wanted to call. I've been telling him, we have good discussions, good positive discussions, and he's just a real positive brother, man. And it's hard to find him in the environment we was in, and he's gifted.
Yes, it is.
Man, right? He got so many books he done wrote to him that they're just wonderful reads. I'm gonna help this guy here with what I'm doing to help what he's doing because he's just a good dude. Also, y'all know you seen the post on my Facebook post with the radio show. I'm gonna be on in So High tomorrow. You gonna check that out? Too?
Right, Sunday, right?
It's Saturday. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow at what time?
The show started at 7, but that's just music and stuff. The Esteban, I'm on at 9:15. From like 9:15 to 10 o'clock is when they're gonna be interviewing me. So I'll be on that show from like, and I send you the information how to. Well, you in Columbus, so you can just turn to the radio station. If not, you can go on the internet on your phone.
And, right, it's 1580. 1580. 1580 a.m. Brother Yauncey will be talking on the show. What's the name of the show? So just make the
Rick and Reese show, the Rick and Reese gospel show.
Okay. How did you get hooked up? With them?
Well, both of them, I grew up with them brothers from kids, from little from small kids, but they've been around through stages of my life, through when I first hit the streets, to when I came to Atlanta, to the status that I made it to in Atlanta. I talked to the brothers while I was in prison, and also getting out of prison and coming to the situation I'm in now. And Maurice always just told me, I need to let these young guys hear my story and stuff. And real positive dudes, man. Real good dudes. So I'm happy and proud to be able to do it, man. I want to give back, reach back as much as I can.
Yeah, I feel that, fam. I'm out of line.
Go ahead.
Never. No such thing.
Yeah, you still on? Go ahead.
I feel what fam saying. Like fam say, we did about a year together at camp, and I'm kind of glad. It's a blessing that he introduced me to this line because I'm currently in the halfway house. I got to stay here 12 months, and the thing is, one of the things that my issue that I want to give back to the community is the gift of using what the Creator gave us that the Creator don't even have control over, and that is our mind. You know what I'm saying? He gave us that. Free will and thought. But being that we were made in His image, He wants us to create. And I feel your movement already because I'm like, okay, what we need to create in our youth is better minds and how to think and utilize their mind. You see what I'm saying? Because so much foolishness is being given it to them through the media, the streets, the big brother in jail, uncle in jail, Plug, Crip, and Thuggin', you know what I'm saying? So, I got this thing called Triple Beam Publishing, you know what I'm saying? Get your weight up in knowledge, read. As a man thinketh, so is he become, you know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
You said something earlier when you were saying about the energy. You know what I'm saying? The energy is so powerful, because everything starts in what? In thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it
So,
does.
for everything that we see started with in thought. Anything that you can lay your eyes on started in thought. It started in somebody's mind. The houses we live in, the cars we drive, you know what I'm saying, dating back to Henry Ford and this on and that on. And my thing is, man, now that we done became conscious, you know what I'm saying, that, okay, our foolish ways not only affected us or our family, it affected the ones outside our family who was looking up for us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to be like Cocaine Shawty. Oh, I want to be like YC. You know what I'm saying? But they don't see the aftermath of going to chain gang, 15 years, come home, all your kids grown. You know what I'm saying? You don't even recognize one or two of them, And, we sit back and we always looking towards the system to help us, And I had an issue with my sister-in-law, I told her, I said, she bought her son the $200 Jordan that just came out. Stood in line with the ticket, it eating me up by her telling me this. I'm like, hold on. Why didn't you give little man a choice? She said, I did. Now, understand when I say this. She said that she did give him a choice, asking what kind of shoes he wanted. I said, no, you didn't give him a choice with a think in mind. So I gave her a scenario. I said, while he was getting the J's, why didn't you ask him about 3 other shoes that he liked? And as he said that he liked them, let him add up to the price of the J's. And then be like, well, you want to get these Jordans where you got to wear these to Christmas? Or do you want to get these 3 pair of shoes that you can switch up to be fresh and fly or whatever?
Yeah, you have three new pair of shoes, change up.
Instead of 1. You see what I'm saying? But, by giving him an option where he would have to think, it will actually let you know what level your child on and where you need to work at. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The wise choice would be what? The big 3. Not only would it be the wise choice of him having more shoes, but it'll be more cost efficient. You feel where I'm coming from? It'll be more for your buck, so to say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold up the line like that. I'll stop back in the
Oh, nah, bro.
That's how we get down.
Yeah,
that's how we
get
down.
That made a whole bunch of sense, man.
That's dropping. Listen, dude, it's about dropping those jewels. Now, one thing I want to ask you about, because it didn't come too totally clear. I want you to tell the name of your company, the publishing company, also about the genre you write about, and maybe a list of your books.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a brief scenario. Like I said earlier, I'm currently in the halfway house. Actually, I got a brother sitting to the table reading one of my first rights. Matter of fact, you read it, YC. But anyway, it's funny because I heard you say you was in Columbus. Okay, my mom in Columbus. You know what I'm saying? She coming down to see me. She leaving, I think, at 9 or 10 o'clock. But she started Triple Beam Publishing for me. Her name is Charlotte Hamilton, in case you want to Google it. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't put any of my books out. I just want to get my logos, trademark, get all my copyright, lay my foundation so when I come home and I get my capital up, I self-publish my work. Now, 8 of my books is urban novels, dealing with reality, street, but instead of glorifying the game, I give you every aspect of the game, even down to going to chain gang, losing a partner, or even being incarcerated when a loved one died. Now, my last 2 books, I'm pretty sure that you heard of an author named Napoleon Hill. He wrote Think and Grow Rich. Okay, it's an author named Napoleon Hill. He wrote Think and Grow Rich with the help of Andrew Carnegie. But he got 17 principles of success that deals with the law. And when I say law, I'm talking about the laws that are set down by the Creator. Not the laws that man say that we broke. But you can't. We go reap what we sow, no matter what. Even when you sow nothing, you reap nothing. These laws, night should not smite you by day, and day should not smite by night. So all these laws, you know what I'm saying, So with these principles, I have learned that no matter what the situation is, as long as you deal with it with a positive mental attitude, you will come out on top. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and it speaks about having a definite purpose, and that's what we lack as a culture. We have no purpose besides cars, clothes, hoes, rims and tires, flex. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Liability. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to distinguish liability from asset. And you know,
right.
this science of success teaches that. It teaches about having a pleasing personality. But anyway, we wrote the book, and I wrote it on how it helped me from prison because I found the book in the trash, which led me to buy all his books. So, you know, like I was telling why when we were locked up, the only way this book is going to become worth its weight in gold, I got to become a success. You see what I'm saying? Now, we all know money is not everything. You see what I'm saying? But money is what we need on this earth to take care of what? To preserve our culture, our generation. You know what I'm saying? Our lineage. You see what I'm saying? You know, and it's like, until we learn the rules of success, we will always push for success. You know, a brother told me the other day, he said, man, when I get out, I'm going to take my money and I'm going to buy me a Ford brick to get enough money to start my trucking company. So I gave him a scenario. I said, well, how about you buy this Ford brick, and before you can get back to the house and cook it up, you get busted. You way back to where you started from. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, you know, you can't start nothing bad to get something good.
Right.
You start a bad seed. So when you get that harvest, the harvest can't do nothing.
Say that one more time, please. You said you can't start nothing bad to get something good.
You can't start nothing bad to get something good because you're sowing a seed. Yeah, you might get a little fun out of it. You might get a little money. But the original seed that you sowed was bad. So this is what they mean by what goes on in the dark comes out in the light. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You see what I'm saying? But they go come out. You see what I'm saying? You know, and it's like
always.
You know, and it's like go ahead, brother.
That's called reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the laws that was one of the first laws that initiates in ancient Kemet, was called Egypt, were taught. And actually, reciprocity is a major piece in all religions. You reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And what's crazy is you see a lot of the really ain't even just the kids, because the kids are nothing but a reflection of the adults. Because one of the things that I'm striving to do is, one, I work with kids for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So the point is that I figured out a long time ago that either I had to take the kids away from the adults, or I had to find a way to change the adults. So now I'm working on the adults, because it's almost like they don't understand that principle that you was breaking down. They don't understand reciprocity. They can't, and one reason is because they never really, how can I put it? They have been so taken out of nature, so removed from what the Creator has made, and put in this artificial man world, that they can't see reciprocity happening all around. So they'll plant a apple seed and expect oranges. They'll plant thorns and expect apples. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand reciprocity. So if the parents are doing this, we can only imagine what the children think they're going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They put a pin in the ground and expect the bank to rise up. You know what I'm saying? So But, you know, go finish up.
You know, and basically, man, I just want to give the youth something that our generation missed. You know, I don't know about many other people, but I can say that I was never taught to think. I learned how to think by being incarcerated. And when I say learning how to think, I ain't talking about sitting back, you scheming, you know, man, I'm going to take me $50 and do this and do that. I'm saying learning how to think with the right frame of mind. You see what I'm saying? And the right frame of mind consists of doing the right thing at all times, no matter the benefit, the loss. You feel where I'm coming from? Because sometimes doing the right thing might cost you. You see what I'm saying? But one thing I learned, you will not be denied, because the law of compensation will compensate you. And the longer that it takes, you getting compound interest, baby. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's why he say, don't be weary in well doing. You feel me? Because
Right.
you're not going to do something and don't receive something. You see what I'm saying? It's when you do nothing, you get nothing done. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and you know, it hits me so hard because I had to learn this in prison, brother. You see what I'm saying? I did 15 years, brother. You know, I ain't joined no gang. You know what I'm saying? I had guys slander my name, talk about I'm snitching, or I'm a fuck nigga, and this, that. All because I'm screaming, get your weight up in knowledge, read. You know what I'm saying? I'm screaming at PMA all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm screaming at going the extra mile, cleaning up without somebody telling you to clean up. You see what I'm saying? So you know in the environment that we're in.
But you know what that's called, right?
You
know what that's called, huh? That's for a lot of people. That, how can I put it? That is oppression at work, because oppression at its highest point is supposed to make those that are oppressed strive to do everything opposite of getting free. You see what I'm saying? So in a sense, you were violating the very programming that everybody else was in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you approach people and be like, dude, you need to really read. You know, it's like, man, I ain't got time for that, but you got time to lose all your money gambling. You got time to get in these fights and these stupid arguments. You got time to watch TV, but you ain't got time to get yourself right. When everybody can agree, you sit in the room, everybody will agree that studying is one of the best things you can do, man. You know what I'm saying? Reading is one of the best things you can do to improve yourself, but most of us don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've been my whole life. I was in college with individuals who refused to read. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm in college with people like that, you can only imagine what's happening with individuals that's in the penal institution. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and not only, it's almost like we have been trapped in, it's almost like, for lack of a better word, it's a curse, a magic spell that has been placed over our people, that we move backwards. We hustle backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Everything backwards.
We do everything backwards. And those individuals who break the spell and try to do right, in some instances, it comes to a point where our very existence is at stake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm quite sure you and Yauncey could tell stories about how by doing the right thing, or having the right conversation with the wrong folks became dangerous. You know, because it's almost like we have been programmed to destroy anything that will take us towards right. You know what I'm saying? And you see it, and you can see it in your eyes. It's like an empty, you know what I'm saying? It's almost, and I'm done after this. It's almost as if some of these zombie shows are real for us. Other people just see it as entertainment. I don't even watch the zombie movies or the zombie TV shows, because I'm dealing with zombies every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's like they trying to eat me. You know what I'm saying? I say, you know, so I got to be careful with what I say, because they will try to take my job. They will try to take my life. They will try to hurt my children. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always on guard for these zombies. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, one more point I want to make before I stand down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this is one of my vital points. That's like it's like you take an arm and you tie it down. Sooner or later, I might pronounce the word wrong, but it'll strong. It'll like wither away. You feel
right?
And like when you put a rubber band on a dog's tail, you know what I'm saying? You know how we used to do the pit bull, because we think the pit bull looks tougher without his tail. But we done stole what nature uses that tail for, and that's balance. You see what I'm saying? Well, the mind is the same. If you don't exercise the mind, vital parts of the mind is going to become dull. This is why a lot of people don't have time. You see what I'm saying? As soon as once you ignore your conscience, enough, it becomes dull to the thing that we have respect for. Just like you take the word swag, but you go back to the original definition of swag, it means to be ignorant. You see what I'm saying?
To be ignorant?
To be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? But now,
right,
the word swag means, oh yeah, I'm cool, boy, I'm fly. You see what I'm saying? Just like when you take the word, you know, guys run around with another word they like to use, but don't even realize that they really calling themselves ignorant. It'll come to me in a minute. But the point what I'm getting at, you know what I'm saying? We don't go to the root word of things. You see what I'm saying? We take what people give us and we run with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear a lot of people saying, I'm trill. Okay,
right.
You go in the dictionary and you look up trill. This got to do with two harmonizing vocals. It's a musical term. It ain't got nothing to do with being solid and hardcore, but that's the definition some rappers want to give it. So now you got the whole world saying, yeah, man, I'm trill. Okay, you rap, you sing, what you do? You saying you trill? Oh, but trill mean to y'all. But that ain't in the dictionary, so that don't count. We live in a world that is governed by rules. If you don't know how to play the rules, you ain't gonna win. Just like Monopoly.
Right.
You know, a lot of guys, they get the Monopoly game for the dice, so they can shoot dice. They never really played Monopoly. Once you taught them how to play, they become so interested, now they want to play every day. You see what I'm saying? We never understand the game until we read the rules. You feel me?
Right.
Man, brother, man, I want to say this, brother. You got a real nice segment. And I'm going to put a lot of people down south up on it because I got this thing, called this panel he does that I go to from the center called Feed the Hungry. And it started out in Savannah, and they actually done fed most people consistently, like in the hood, and poor folks, homeless folks. You know what I'm saying, to anybody in the United States. You know what I'm saying? He got a big award from my governor a couple of months back, but he had all white up there. And he invited me, but he had to get permission from the chief for me to go. That's what I was telling you about. I needed some clothes or something while I speak. But anyway, and I went and I got a chance to meet some prominent people. One of them running for mayor, one of them running for alderman. Well, the one running for mayor, which happens to be a white guy, his dad, and I got to do my research on this too. And I want y'all brothers to do the research for me, help me, because I'm in a limited situation. His dad supposed to, his last name, dude named Murray Silver. Murray Silver. His dad supposed to been like the white guy that was with Martin Luther King when he been assassinated. And during the time when Coretta Scott King was trying to preserve Martin Luther King's legacy, he went to Coca-Cola and supposed to have convinced Coca-Cola to donate $2 million to the beginning of the building of the Martin Luther King Center. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I haven't did my homework on it. But that's what they spoke on at the all-white affair when they introduced it. You see what I'm saying? So, but now when he got through, he was introduced to me, and he got a leadership conference coming up at the end of this month. He want me to attend and speak because I was telling him about the movement, but get your weight up and knowledge, read. Because without reading, without educating, people going to make unwise choices. And when I use the word educate, I'm using the original word, which was educate, a black word, and it means to bring out. When you educate people, you go bring something out of them, and that's the gift that the Creator put in them. You feel where I'm coming from?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's deep in a way, but once you become conscious, then you got to deprogram yourself from the things that you done learned from Americanized world and get back on dealing with nature.
That's the hardest part, though. People deprogram shit that they've been programmed their whole life. But once you get the information to them, people come around, man. People,
yeah, they do.
It's not even that they dumb or they're just ignorant. They only know what they've been taught. They only know what they've been exposed to. So that's why it's our job of people like us to expose them to truth and to something different.
All right.
Do it though.
Hold on for 1 second. We got another call on the line. Somebody from around Chattahoochee, Blue Ridge, 678. You want to introduce yourself, or you just listening?
Listening.
Okay. All right. You don't want to say your name?
Mm-mm.
All right, cool. All right, so we're going to let you listen, and we're going
Well,
to talk.
it might be somebody off my page, because I just posted something on Facebook, said join the conversation, but it's cool either way. You don't got to participate, whoever this is.
You ain't got to, if you got something to say, just chime on in. Well, go ahead and finish what you were saying, Yauncey, because you were talking about how people eventually come around.
Yeah, they will. I mean, not everyone, but the majority of people like to learn. Most of the people just aren't. Because whether we look at it or not, people are learning every day. I mean, we all just learning constantly. The majority of people aren't learning the right thing. They're learning what's in front of them, what's around them, what they see, what everybody else is showing them and doing. So if they're being taught something different, the eagerness to learn is still going to be there. The eagerness to participate and do is still going to be there. It's just misguided now, and it's not really their fault. It's not really the youth fault. It's not really shit. If they don't know no better, then they really can't do better. Because in their eyes, and just like in my eyes, for the longest time, I thought I was doing the best I could.
Right.
Shit, I'm doing what I need to do, or what everybody say in the streets. Shit, I'm doing what I gotta do. Huh?
Oh, he dropped off for a second. He came back in. But hey, I was.
Oh yeah, like everybody here. I'm out here doing what I gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do. I do whatever I need to do to feed my family. When the thinking in that, if you just really break it down, is so backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
It's retarded. You doing what you gotta do. Now you doing what you choose to do. You doing what they think is your only option to do. Because shit, I've been to prison. He did 15 years in prison, and I had a lot of money. I was paying a lot of money, but ain't none of that money worth me being away from my family or for no amount of time, let alone some years, no amount of time. So, all right, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do to feed my family for this year, but then I'm in prison for 10 years. It don't balance out. But these are the only options that they think they have. Society is so instant now, instant gratification. I got to get this right now. Instead of saying that I can get it later, but I can still be here. Slow motion better than no motion. Prison is no motion. Dead is we got to learn what's important, because it all comes down to values. Our values so out the window, so given to us by everybody but the people they're supposed to be given to. But I think if you give a platform and a forum, especially when they're young, but even grown people, because they're mistaught. They don't know they're mistaught until they talk the right way.
Right. But given the proper options, they'll make better choices. You know what I'm saying?
Better choices.
As Mangelo say, if you know better, you'll do better. One of the pieces that I came up with a long time ago from watching a lot of people around me, I say, if it comes fast, it don't last. If it comes slow, it's good to go. See, a lot of us.
I like that one now.
We want everything to come fast, but when it comes time for nation building and building stuff because we come from a mind state where we used to do generational building. We used to build for
generational, not overnight.
Not overnight. We build it.
Not overnight.
Damon Dash said it the best when he was on the Breakfast Club. He said, "Man, I'm hustling for my last name, not for my first name." You see what I'm saying? A lot of us get caught up in our ego. Get caught up in that ego, and we want it for us. But I'm hustling for my children and my children's children because I want this family to continue, and I want the ties that this family has to continue. But a lot of people can't. We can't hold that in our mind because through the last 3 generations, we have been beating in people's heads. The object is to get money through a job or whatever you have to do to get money so that you could be comfortable. But what they never told us is that no matter how much money we get, is never enough.
Never.
It's never enough. And I know for a fact it's people on this show that can attest to that, because it never mattered how much money you have. There's always an issue that is popping up.
I know that's right.
So then the majority of society gets so caught up in chasing the dollar, not even just illegally, which was, my issue, but just so caught up in chasing the dollar that they miss out on life. A lot of parents, a lot of people out here working nonstop. Then when they come home, they too tired to spend any time with their kids. They just I gotta get this. They can hit the block, streets, 24 hours a day. So now you missing out on things that's really important in life, things that matter in life.
That's right.
So you ain't getting the time to go to the park and to the library with your child because you're
the
too
things that
up
bring a peace of mind.
So our values is gone, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
America, but our value system is gone.
Well, it's not gone. It's not gone. We just value the wrong thing.
The wrong thing. It's misguided because since I'm far from perfect. Y'all know me, but I can say prison saved me. Much as I hate prison, I don't regret going for 1 second because my whole way of thinking is just different. The things that were important to me aren't important to me or aren't as important to me. The things that make me happy now is, y'all see my Facebook posts, y'all see what I do. I spend time with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that it's priceless as opposed to where I used to go spend $50,000 in a day doing shit that I really didn't even enjoy. That's just what everybody else is doing. Or it's what I thought I was supposed to do because I have a lot of money. That is nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's no importance to that. So where I can go spend $20 with my nieces right now, and they gonna be so happy. I'm talking about happy, genuinely happy. Kiss me, love me all day long. And that's the stuff I was missing out on when I was running those streets. I was never ever home. I was never home, ever home, never around my family. But what I would do in my mind was, as long as I come home and buy everybody stuff and pay all the bills and give them money, then they happy. No, they're not happy. You know what I'm saying? They're not happy. They're not happy. You could take rich little white kids whose fathers sitting on the board school. They got all the money in the world. They be miserable, because they never got that love or the attention that they always long for. They got anything material-wise, but they're not happy.
Right.
I know I wasn't happy. I know millionaires right now who aren't happy. Who aren't happy.
Because they chasing the wrong thing. But Bruh said something a while ago when he said people don't know the rules. You know what I'm saying? The first book that I wrote is called The Player's Pyramid, and what I was doing was comparing life to a game, and it's like, because they called me. We all want to be players. You know what I'm saying? But we playing in the wrong damn game. You know what I'm saying? And the issue is, when you don't know the rules, it don't matter what the game is. When you don't know the rules, you're not gonna win.
You can't win.
You got to know the rules. And if you're playing spades, you're following the rules of poker, you're going to lose every time. You know what I'm saying? There's no game that you can really think about that if you're playing the wrong game that you can win.
You gonna win, yeah.
And that's what we're doing. In the game of life, we're playing death. You see what I'm saying?
You know what?
We're playing death. We're not playing life. But I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
You know what though? I read a book once, and the first rule in the game of life is giving. You see what I'm saying?
You said what you said it was, bro?
I read a book by Florence Scovel Shinn. I'm probably pronouncing the name wrong. I ain't too good with pronouncing foreign names, but the name of the book was called The Game of Life. It was written like in 1927, and she said the game of life consists on giving. You see what I'm saying? And many of us, we have nothing to give, so we try to take, or receive. Because we don't know the farmer. We don't know the secret of the farmer. Planting seeds and waiting on your harvest patiently.
Waiting on your harvest.
When the farmer plant a seed, he don't come back an hour later and stand at the door like, God damn, seed.
Expect for it to be there.
When he do go over there, he's going to get some of the weeds out the way, you know.
Right.
And he will go
nowadays, people actually do that though. I mean, we laughing, but nowadays people actually expect stuff to happen right now. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we all have something to give. It's just the fact that most of us don't value what we have to give.
What we have, because if it's not monetary, if it's not money wise or material wise, we think that our gifts to the world is you right. Is not as big as somebody who can come give money.
That's
which
right.
is so wrong. I was watching there was a show that came on the other day. What was it called? Undercover Boss, I think. It was something like that with this lady. She ain't have no money. But what she did every day, she went to this, after work, she would go to this place every single day and volunteer with these people who really ain't had no money. You know what I'm saying? Really, really ain't had no money. But damn near all the money she made, everything, she just, you know, she didn't have much, but she helped with these people. She helped kids read. She was just doing all this. But that's really what made her happy. But that is way more important to all them people than somebody who could have just came and donated some money. Well, what ended up happening, her boss found out that she was doing that, ended up giving her like $300,000, bought her a new car, gave like $500,000 to the place where she was volunteering. But you're right, people have so much to give, but because it's not money, they think it's not enough, so they just won't give it all. It's
right.
Instead of just giving yourself, you know, and that's sad, but it's the truth. That's sad.
All right, hold on.
It's the truth.
Hold on for 1 second. We just got joined by a 724 number. 724 on the Google Hangout. You want to introduce yourself? All right, we won't worry about it then. All right, cool. So now, but yo, hey, that was profound because a lot of us, man, we are taught to undervalue ourselves. We are taught to doubt ourselves, and we are taught that the most important thing that we have to give is monetary. As a matter of fact, as men, a lot of us are stripped down to basically how much can we give. You know what I'm saying? How much can you pay? You know what I'm saying? And in doing that, we strip ourselves of our greatest power. Because, like you said, the most important thing is the time that we can spend. See, because a lot of us think that money is the most valuable thing. But even when you go to work, they're buying your time. The only thing
You're buying your time. You're buying your time. So
time.
Your time is what's important to them.
Your time is what's important. And a lot of us, we're wasting it or we're giving it away cheaply and we're not valuing it ourselves. Our time is our commodity. See, we're not looking at that. And a lot of people don't, I mean, like, because we don't know that we don't understand the rules of the game. You know what I'm saying? So my hour that I got paid $15 for, you know what I'm saying? You just like, dude, you know, you actually being underpaid. You just gave up an hour of your life.
You know,
that you'll never get back.
It's funny you say that. It's funny the brothers say that. And one of the quotes in Dr. Hill's book is called "Growing Rich with a Peace of Mind." But he say that if you work 9 to 5 just to have a bare minimum means of living, you was wasting your time. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah.
He states that the mind of man can give man ideas that can carry generation. But instead, man would rather use his hands as they go work for somebody else for a bare minimum and never be satisfied. They go to the club on Friday. I love Michael Kors, J. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're working for. They're working to look good and not to have generations. You know what I'm saying? You know what your kids' college fund look like. But you got 10 Michael Kors bags in your closet. You got 20 pair of J's, but your little son don't even have a college fund. You feel where I'm coming from? So, you know, it's deep that you say that, man, because we don't even know what our time really consists of.
And the thing we got to realize, that's the strategy. See, because as long as I keep you, anybody that's been involved in the game, involved in anything close to pimping, selling dope, any type of business, you know that in order to beat your competition, you got to keep them all balanced. We are in a competition. You know what I'm saying? And as a people, we are losing because we don't understand the rules. You know what I'm saying? Our values are misplaced. Like we said earlier, everything is like we exist in a bizarro world because everything is backwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's like until we refocus. That's why I've been talking about doing this Gye-Nyame complex, because you know what I'm saying, we need to start buying complexes so that we can take over people's time, in a sense. You come into this community, you come into this complex, you live in this complex. There's certain things that you have to be shown. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you have to demonstrate. You can't be doing that in front of our kids. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, because it's almost like we got to. Well, let me. This is what triggered it for me. When you look at what a nation is is basically a miniature. A nation is a miniature state. A state. I mean, my fault. A nation is basically a large state. A large state is a large. A state is a large city, basically. Because they're models of each other, and as you go down farther, it goes all the way down to the individual, right? So you can take the definition of what a nation is, and you can adjust it to fit everything all the way down to the individual person. And what is a nation? A nation is a stable, historically developed community of people with territory and economic. A nation is a stable, historically. Oh my God! Just heard noise. Hold on. Somebody
I'm in here. Yeah,
okay.
I just came in.
Okay.
I'm about to get in my car. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, a nation is a stable, historically developed community with territory, economic life. Whoa. I'm going to silence your mic. Who is that?
You said it's silence. Who's mic? My mic?
Who is that?
This is Ad. I'm friends with Yauncey. This 80.
Okay.
What up, homie?
Columbus?
Yeah, from Columbus. What's going on with you, big
he
bro?
in Columbus. How you feeling, bro? Glad you joined us. Another good dude. Another good dude.
Just clocking out of work and stuff. Thought I'd call and see what was going on. Try to get some positive information in my life. You know what it is.
Yeah, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Glad to have you. Hold on, something happened.
Down and distill them all the way down to an individual. And what's a nation? A nation is a stable, historically developed community of people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture and language in common. That's the basics. So what is a community? A community is a stable, historically developed group of individuals with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and language in common. So in order for us to really build a community, we first got to get the territory and develop an economic life. You know what I'm saying? If we want our kids, because when it comes down to it, our kids need to have something that belongs to them. They need to, I mean, those of us that have kids, we know that our kids love to be proud of us. Like when you show up and nobody else's dad showed up, they get to feel good, you know what I'm saying? Or when you get them something that nobody else has, they like to have pride in who they are. You know what I'm saying? But we're the only people that are putting pride in shoes and rims and other bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? What about the land? You don't control land. You don't control shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm done with that. But hey, we got a couple of other callers here. We got another caller from the number is we'll say Richmond Hill, around Richmond Hill, Hilton Head, in between Savannah too. So y'all can just listen if y'all want. But right now we got Brother Yauncey on the line. I can't remember the other brother's name. What's the other brother's name?
Brother Hall. Brother Hall.
Brother Hall.
Hall.
We got Brother Hall on the line. We have somebody else from that might be silent. And we got a brother from Columbus. The brother from Columbus, what's your name?
My name's Anthony.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So I want to welcome everybody. This is Gye-Nyame Journey, and this is FreeStyle Friday. So the subject is up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we could run with it any way you want. Now, let me also make everybody that's on the line this offer. I call this the line because it's always on. So if anything is happening in your city that you want to share, that you want me to put up as a podcast, you want to call in, all you got to do is call in. What I do is I can answer if you just want to rant about politics, economics, spirituality, religion, I don't care, whatever it is. I can get off the line and it will still record. And you could go on and have the whole thing, and I will upload it to my show. Now, Yauncey, last time my phone cut off, but you was able to talk to everybody else. Remember that?
Yeah, and we was having a good one that night too.
Right, but this is the piece I want to let you know. Even when my phone hang up, the line is still recording. If you can hear everybody else, the line is still recording.
It's still recording. All right.
I don't need you to do the show. That's the point I'm trying to. You don't need me to do the show. Once it's recording, you don't need me to do the show. Because I was trying to get on the whole time, and I could hear y'all, but y'all couldn't hear me. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you can hear everybody else, the conversation is going, y'all keep the show going. So, like I said, this is the people show. You know what I'm saying? At least the right people show. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Anybody else got something they want to share?
Yeah, well, I've been talking about it. I was talking about it with a big brother of mine who.
Oh, my fault. We got somebody named Roger.
A good financial state. Huh? I'm saying in a good financial state because I agree. But by buying an apartment complex or something like you were saying last time, we'll be able to control who lived in there. You can also hold people accountable.
There you go.
But not being on the bullshit. So your community will pretty much run how you want it. But
right.
And you'll be able to provide jobs. I mean, think about that. How many people in that apartment complex need stuff from a corner store? How many people gonna need haircuts? How many people gonna need their hair done? How many of them gonna need fresh fruits and vegetables? How many of them gonna need water? You know what I'm saying? How many of them gonna need shampoo? You know what I'm saying? And all it takes is for people to say, "Hey, we don't even have to fulfill the big needs. It's the small needs."
The everyday needs. Make it almost self-sufficient. Like you said earlier, we in a competition. We in a competition that we don't even. That so many of us don't even realize we in. Like them. Not, I'm not close to a racist, but the white folks playing the game to win. But they so preoccupied on bullshit that we don't even know we in a competition, and we don't even know we losing. You don't even know you're losing if you don't even know you in a race. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know we losing. They keep us focused on PlayStation, cars, TV, reality shows, while they're out here making moves for their kids and grandkids that's winning. That's why they've been winning. That's why they're gonna keep winning, because we don't know no better. We don't even realize we're in a competition.
Right.
Well, I'd like to do an interject on that, because in my personal opinion, I believe that the youth is so lost because they don't have proper guidance. That is the main reason why we are not succeeding. It's really nothing to do with the media or anything. If you don't have a positive male model in your life that you can actually see doing something positive getting out, going to the community center and really helping out the kids, really wanting to get to know the kids. The kids they don't care about nothing but what they get taught. If we ain't teaching them, if we're not teaching them substance and education, then they're gonna be lost.
But I absolutely agree with that. But that also, that's still my point, because we're not there and we're not giving it to them. So many black fathers are in jail and the streets are dead that we're not giving it to them, that allow somebody else to give it to them. We're not giving our kids value anymore. TV gives our kids value. Rap gives our kids value. The niggas in the
I'm gonna say I do. I walk up to the youth.
I'm not speaking on to everybody, because I do too. I'm at home with mine, but I'm saying as a whole.
Right.
Like we're a tribal people. We're a tribal people. So we come from communities raising our children, not even just the parent, not even just the father and mother. We come from a place, and not even just from Africa. Even when we got here, before they started dividing neighborhoods with money. So the easiest way to divide poor people is to give selected few of them money. So they put drugs in everywhere. Okay, we're gonna make these 10 people rich. Before that, we raised our kids as a community. The lady down the street could whoop your ass. The lady down the street, you know what I'm saying? It was a community raising our kids, so it was a community giving us values. Our value system is lost. These kids don't value pretty much nothing that's getting passed down to them. These kids.
I like to interject on
that's why commercials and TV is such a high billion-dollar because they're pushing the values on them. They're pushing the values on them kids, but without the value system at home, that's what they're going to attract to. But it's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? This is just what they see. So this is what they think is important. So instead of thinking brotherly love is important, or to go help your sister or you help your brother, they think, shit, I got to shit on this nigga. I got to shine on this person. So that's what they think is important. So now it's the jewelry, the clothes. You got kids in the projects who mom can't pay their rent, but they begging their mom for a $200 shoes, and their mom going out to do what they got to do to get these $200 shoes, but the electric's going to get cut off. So our value system is lost. You know what I'm saying? It's lost. So we got to get back to instilling values in our children.
Hold on. Somebody wanted to go. Go ahead.
Let me brother Hall. You know, for one, we are creatures of habit. You see what I'm saying? And we all know that the hardest thing to do is break a bad habit. But my thing is, you know, when I listen to the brother speak about the kids is only lost because, you see what I'm saying? You know, that's like the preacher always preaching in the pulpit but never goes on the street and preach. You feel what I'm saying, bro? And the thing is that what I try to get people to see, you know, it all starts with your attitude. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like, you know, I could get a call right now. My mom died, which, you know, Lord forbid. You know, I could be like, man, the first nigga get wrong, I'm gonna bust his ass. Or I could just say a little prayer and just lay back, because at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do about that. You feel where I'm coming from? And that's one thing that us black folks, we suffer from. You know, and, you know, we don't know what's good and what's bad, so to speak, meaning when we're dealing with the economy. This is why a lot of us stuck in poverty. And, you know, and being in poverty, if you don't have a prosperity conscious, you will gravitate poverty to you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Your whole, whatever you desire in life, for one, you got to have a definite purpose. And that purpose got to be backed with a burning desire. You got to want it so bad, so how we get out there and talk about, I'm going to grind up me a brick. You got to grind you up a decent life. You see what I'm saying?
Right. But I still, not to cut you off, but I still agree and disagree. Because that passion is still pushed on our youth. Just that passion is still by any means. We can't push it.
Yeah.
I got to get it by any means passion. You got to push it. I got to do it the right way passion, whether I get it like that or not. You got to, I think that you have to be taught, in people in general, that you can still be happy and not have a lot. The happiest people in the world are not, as surveys done over and over again, are not the richest people. It's the blue-collar workers, people that go to work every day, come home to their family, take 1 or 2 vacations a year. Those are the happiest people, not people piss poor. But you look at tribes in Africa, tribes in other countries. These people have nothing. They don't even know nothing about civilization, period. But they're happy.
But hold on. I got
something to say. Go ahead, because I got something to say about that too.
They do have something, because even
but that what I'm saying, not they have a lot, but they have a different value system. They have a lot, but their lot is not monetary. Their lot is not materialistic. Their lot is each other. We're happy because we wake up every day, we eat, and we're it's sincere love, sincere joy.
This is the only piece I want to throw in. One of the common things is that most of those people own the land that they live on. You understand what I'm saying? Because
that's theirs. It's theirs.
You know what I'm saying? Because this was crazy to me when I was in Ghana, right? And I used to get up early in the morning and walk around, and I would see women with a broom sweeping dirt. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, why the hell is she sweeping dirt? But I would ask. She's sweeping dirt because that's her dirt. I said, wow, you know what I'm saying? I'm making all this money in America, but I can't afford a house. She had her house. Right. She had her little house with dirt all around it, and she took such pride in it that she wanted to make sure that it looked good. And she was, you know what I'm saying? But we don't get to do that, and we don't get to. And that property that belongs to her, she can pass it on to her children. I can't pass my rims on to my son. You understand what I'm saying?
See, one of the things that I feel about the culture is that, like somebody was saying, like black people was like Cancer, like crabs, the zodiac sign. We like crabs and shit. We don't want to see, not necessarily me, but you can see like your boys start shining, and then your own friends hating on you. You say you're getting robbed by your people. They kicking in your door, stealing your shit. The Mexicans don't do that. The Mexicans live in a house with 4 different families, and they split it up on a working mentality. Like, you got the house on first shift because I'm at work. I get to sleep when I come home. They paying $200 a month a person, and they living like kings while everybody making
and sending all that money back to Mexico. But that's back to my point as that's what I'm saying by the big design. That wasn't by accident. They figured this out a long time ago. Them folks figured this out a long time ago. If you take a neighborhood full of piss poor people who are actually happy, because we were happier back then with nothing. Black money is new money. The black dollar is new. That's why niggas spend money so hard on it. But overall, we haven't had money for a few decades. You know what I'm saying? Black people haven't had money for a long time. But so everybody was poor. So if you take where everybody is poor and you take 100 people, you make a way for 10 people to get a lot of money. Then you start the envy. Then you start the division. We didn't do it to ourselves. We allowed them to do it to us. They're not dumb. They're white folks, but they ain't dumb. They ain't dumb by far.
Hey, why?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
They plans, the shit that's going on now, these plans was implemented 100 years ago. And if you say we're not patient, their plans are just now coming into place, but they knew these things 100 years ago. Like, divide and conquer. We all know anybody with any kind of common sense that if we stand together, then we're a force. So the easiest way for us not to be a force is to divide us. What's the easiest way to divide us? Money. That's it. You divide it. So that's why I'm saying our values. If we value something besides money, they wouldn't be allowed to do this to us. But because everybody, you can go out on the corner to a group of 10 little young niggas sitting out there talking, smoking a blunt. You ask them all what they value. Everything that come out their mouth is going to be something involving money. Now, one of them is going to say, which is sad, not one of them is going to say my family, my sisters, my brothers, my neighbor down the street, the old lady across the street. All of them is going to say something that has to do with money. So as long
materialistic or money, I get it.
As long as that's their God, and as long as that's all that's on their mind, is by any means. And by any means, don't have no link. By any means means if I got to cut your throat for it, better you
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to get it.
But you know what, though? You know what, though?
You know the life we live. Shit,
Hey,
everybody on this phone. It ain't no. Everybody
You better
on
jump in, bro.
I know.
hey,
I'm
you
telling you.
going in, though. I don't really like to interrupt when they going in, but you know, I wanna slightly correct just a little bit on something you said a few minutes back. Back then, we might have been poor financially, but we were spiritually wealthy. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why money didn't matter. And when we became poor,
I'm not disagreeing with that at all. That's
I'm with
exactly
you
what I'm
now.
saying.
And when we became
That's
poor
exactly what I'm
spiritually,
saying.
when we became poor
that's
spiritually,
that's even in, like Tim was saying, them African cultures and all that. They're spiritually rich. They're in touch with themselves spiritually.
filthy rich. Spiritually.
Right. If you find a person who's happy spiritually, nothing else. You can't even make this person sad. If you find somebody who's in touch with themselves spiritually, nothing is gonna make this person sad. No harm, no tribulations, no nothing, because they're in touch spiritually. We're so far away from that. Not even just as a people, as a society, we are so far away from spirituality. And I don't even mean religion, because you can pick out of all the religions, but it's still our spirituality at the end of the day. We are so.
It's just one. It's just one God. It's just one God.
That's the creator.
Everybody got different.
Everybody calling something different.
And
we are so far out of touch with our spirituality. Africa, back in the days, that's all they were. You know, these people, they're spiritually rich. So that's what I'm saying. We worship a different God now. We worship a different God. We worship the material God, the money God. That's the
Wait, hey, and I want to say
not
this.
necessarily everybody.
When we talk about religion, the major religion on this planet is economic. You know what I'm saying? Because
number one religion on this planet.
Gotcha. And I've been saying this for years, and people get mad at me, but I say a majority of my people are atheists. They're just too scared to say it because they
believe in the dollar.
Yeah, exactly. If you believe in an all-powerful God, half the shit that most of these people do, they wouldn't be doing because it's diabolical. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so we are showing that we don't believe now. But I'm gonna throw this in. Because I'm gonna harp on this point. One of the things that even when we go back in the past, even here in America, we never really became poor spiritually or materially as long as we had a connection with the land. Because I want everybody to make sure you remember that definition I gave you of a nation, and that breaks all the way down to a person. What is a happy, healthy adult? A happy, healthy adult is an individual that is stable and historically, let's say historically based, plugged in historically. They're stable. They have territory, economic life, and they belong to a distinctive culture, and they have a language that belongs to them. So if you look at the first two, territory, most of us don't have a territory. Most of us are renting. And when you are renting, when you start looking at when our communities start falling apart, we probably could trace it back to when we started paying rent.
Right.
I'm gonna just leave that alone because we got to have a connection with the land. We got to have something that's ours because you act differently when you own something.
Like me personally, again, I grew up in the projects. I was a hood boy. I did anything you could possibly do, man. I try to preach to these damn kids, man. Don't be out here trying to be no fool, because you're going to go to jail doing something for somebody else that won't even go to jail for themselves, but they quick to put something in your motherfucking hand or have you doing some extra stuff. And when I seen my daughter, it spiritually opened my eyes and let me know that these streets have no control over me whatsoever, because I belong to my daughter. And I got to be a responsible father, and I can't be a responsible father behind bars. So I did a whole 160.
So miss me with that. I gotta do what I gotta do bullshit, cause that is the biggest cop out on earth to me. All I gotta do what I gotta do bullshit. You can't do.
I'm talking about.
What about the one that said?
I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about niggas saying that. I hear that every fucking day.
No, what about the other one?
What I gotta do.
No, it is what it is, man.
You can't do shit.
Oh yeah. Nothing.
So nothing. So
believe it or not, bro, and you because you know me personally, so you know everything I'm saying is the truth. Man, when I realized that, man, I got a job. I got blessed with a damn job that same day, and I made more money at my job the first time I got paid than I ever got moving a little bit of work through the week. And when you get zip money for working 6-7 hours a day, and you doing this in 1 week with no police backfire, nobody can stop me, can't nobody say shit to me because I'm getting it legally. Man, I felt so good. I got my gun license. You know what I mean? And when I tell some of my friends that I got my permission to conceal carry, they mouth still hit the floor like, how the fuck do you got it?
Hey, especially coming from you.
You already know, bro, and that's what you are.
A nigga who's been told since he was about 13.
Man, and still got it. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm going to court about the shit right now. I told the judge, man, I was talking to the judge, I pissed that motherfucker off. I looked at him like, Your Honor, what I'm going to need you to do is talk to me like I'm a citizen. Don't talk to me like I'm some kind of criminal out here on these streets. That motherfucker got so pissed off, bro. He dropped his motherfucking glasses down like, Mr. Hinkle, I'm just reading the report. I don't care what that cop said. He don't know me. That cop don't know me. Motherfucker, and don't judge me because I ain't been charged with nothing.
I think you just said something real powerful though, bro. As for an adult, I think you said when you said what you said about your daughter, I think if a person like me or anybody, if you can humble yourself enough to find something in life more important than yourself, able to when you stop being when you can make it to the point in life where you stop being selfish and put you first over every thought and every situation, then you can grow and then you can live. I think the one of the biggest things in life is to be able to love. I think that's one of the most pure, positive, perfect things on earth is to find something that you love more than yourself. Whether it be,
bro.
And I found that. For shit. Before I went to prison.
Not to cut you off.
Hundreds of thousands. Everybody know that. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You better speak up.
I ain't got close to that, but this is the first time in my life that I've ever been happy. I've never been happy. My entire life, never been happy. I'm happy. I wake up happy every single day. Wake up with the kids. I ain't worried about going to jail. I ain't worried about this. I don't even deal with them niggas out there, period. My circle has changed so much. But I purposely change my circle. I don't even deal with niggas that's on bullshit or on negative shit. I just stay away from them. You know, if I can't change you, we can't have a conversation about something grown in. I ain't got no real feelings towards you. I've been hanging with you for 15, 20 years. I just go my own way. I thought, but I'm happy, bro. I'm happy, but that's because I found things. Well, I've been had them in my life. I just had to realize that things are in my life that are more important to me. I think that people just need to reach that point, man. It's even if it ain't your child, it could be your neighbor. It could be your neighborhood. Like
I was saying that.
To make this better. I want to do something to make this better. So if that cause is more important than your own selfish desires because you want a new car, you want this, you want this, then your life can be better because you found something worth living for. And if you find something worth living for, you found something worth dying for. So now you find you got to find something worth living for that's more important than you.
That's right.
Hey,
that's right. That's a critical secret. That's a critical secret. Well, go ahead.
Hey, I'm telling you, on everything I love. No, I was just going back to interject about when I was talking about having to really, if you got a positive role model in your life and somebody that cares about you. And I ain't just talking about my kids because I talk to the kids in the community. I talk to the neighborhood boys, my nephews and them young out here. But, like my daughter, she was third in the National Science Fair, bro, because I stay focused on her education. when my daughter got her first B on her report card, she cried, bro. Not because somebody scolded her or nothing, but she had a fucking B, bro, and cried because she had a B on her report card. Because
that's what's up, though.
yeah, and she was third in the nation.
You set her standards and expectations high. A lot of in poverty-stricken neighborhoods, their expectations aren't high. You can talk to a 15-year-old black kid, and within an hour conversation, you're probably going to hear something about jail. Jail is normal to a 15-year-old black kid, whether his uncle in jail or jail ain't shit, I've been a juvenile, I might go to jail, that ain't shit. You talk to a 15-year-old white kid, you're going to hear college in their conversation. Jail would never come up in their conversation, period. So they set the expectations for our youth so low that that's a beautiful thing, bro. You set high expectations for your child. You ain't no limit.
She said it for herself. Only thing I told her to do was do her motherfucking homework. Get your homework done, baby. Listen to what the teacher say. Your education is the most important thing that you can get out of life. And you know, I'm talking about, I dropped out of high school. You know what I mean? And I was
we all did, bro.
I already know, you know what I mean? And like I said, the career that I'm in right now, man, I can move anywhere in the world and do this. I got certificates of completion out of college courses. They didn't have a high school dropout. They paid for me to take college courses, and I ate.
Come on, Daddy. Move up. This is not you. Move.
Is this somebody else on the line?
I just heard somebody chime in.
I just heard man.
This point.
Yeah. Go ahead, lady. You got something you want to say? You want to introduce yourself? Hello? All right. Well, we keep on going. It would be nice to hear a woman in the conversation.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Janice, whoever you had on that last time we was talking, she be hitting me up every day on Facebook, bro. Good lady.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's up, Janice. She probably won't join us on Friday, but she'll probably be there maybe on, because she did Tuesday and Wednesday. Actually, Sister Jill called too. I'm kind of surprised she ain't called in, you know. But I'm going to repost this show, so It'll be up right after. I ain't gonna say right after we because I gotta download it and upload it. Once again, this is Gye-Nyame Journey. We on FreeStyle Friday, so let's keep it moving. Share it on your timeline so we get more people because I got enough room for 100 people. Now it's gonna get confusing when there's 100 people. And let me make sure you understand the rules. You're not allowed to cuss more than me. That's the only. and other than that, if you got something to say, because we are dealing with passionate individuals, everybody understands that somebody gonna have something to say, so you're gonna have to jump in sometime. Because if that person is passionate about what they're saying, they're gonna get back.
They ain't gonna stop.
You know
right.
Nobody gonna be offended here because we all know we talking, and then how often do we get to have a circle of men talking about what we talk about?
Give me a size 10 shoe.
So,
I really want to let you know too, Yauncey. I appreciate you plugging me into this right here, man, because you know I'm always a thirst for knowledge and real powerful stuff, man. I can't be dealing with no foolishness, man. And I like this, man. This seems real positive, and I like
it's my first time on, bro. I got off the phone. I was so happy because we be having shit we want to talk about all day, but you be around people that it ain't even no point of striking a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You be like, that'd be a waste of time. So at least right here, you can vent. You can cry, complain, you can do it. Ain't nobody gonna judge you, but you got people who got some sense, and you get good advice, good conversation, man. You really can't beat nothing like this. We need stuff like this. We need more stuff like this. You know, we need more stuff like this, man.
Remember, the line is always open. So
what should I program it under in my phone? Because I'm programming you in, bro. I need it. Even if I just come to listen. Even if I just come to listen here.
Just call it the line, because
call it the line. Okay.
The line.
Yeah. 11.
If something happens, you want to vent, something you've seen on the news, because we got the elections coming up. We got people telling us bullshit. We're gonna need to commentate Because the thing about the internet that we all got to realize is that this is the level, this levels the playing field because we are the news broadcasters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep. You don't gotta wait on the news. You don't gotta wait on nothing. It's instant.
There you go.
Instant.
Okay.
There you go. Like for example, the last time Yauncey was on that he was talking about, we had somebody from Detroit, Atlanta, Columbus. Tonight we got Columbus, Atlanta. We got somebody by the name of Ernest Melinda. We done had 4 people drop in and drop out. You know what I'm saying? And it's a possibility that we
it's really Maurice James. It's Maurice James.
This Maurice?
It's Maurice James. It ain't Melinda Ernest. That's my girl, though.
Man, how you doing, bro?
What's up with you, baby?
Maurice, this the pastor whose show I'm gonna be on tomorrow night. The Rick and Reese. He got the gospel show. He a pastor in Columbus. Real good dude, man. I'm glad you came in, Maurice. How you doing?
Yeah, man. I'm doing good, man. I just saw it on the news feed, man. Like, let me chime in real quick. I'm out with the family, man, bowling, but I'm like, let me chime in real quick, man. It's good to just hear, man, brothers getting together, man. Like you said, you always need that avenue, man, just to be able to vent and share stuff, talk about stuff. So it's it was good, though. It was good just to be able to sit in, man, and hear everybody, man. We all go through it, but sometimes you don't got the avenue, man, to talk to certain individuals about it. So, it's just good to have this outlet.
Right.
So it's available.
Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Anytime, Maurice. Anytime. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, hey,
when I seen that, go ahead.
Before the conversation start dying down, let me ask this. Is there anything in the news that we need to discuss right now? Anything? Because I don't really watch the news that much, but I'm just,
Yeah, me, right? I ain't really in the news. I ain't got nothing for the news, but I have my situation that I'm going through right now with the court system and getting pulled over, and I really feel like that I was being racial profiled because they seen me driving at 3:30 in the morning. I'm driving a 2015 Camaro. They pulled me over because they thought I was a drug dealer. They didn't pull me over because I was swerving my car because, Yauncey, have you ever seen me swerve a car?
You said I've ever seen what?
Have you ever seen me swerve a car while I was driving?
Nah.
And you already know when we was driving back then, man. The cop said I was swerving.
Yeah.
This motherfucker driving himself, dude. What you mean I was swerving? How the fuck you swerving in 2014, man? And then, they got a little pissy with me because I had my gun in the car. But I did everything that I was supposed to do required by law. I handed him my information. I had my driver's license, my insurance, and I gave him my gun license. I tell the dude to take me out the car. And then the thing is, they all mad at me because I didn't want to blow in their breathalyzer. But I never said anything. They mad at me because I didn't want to blow in their breathalyzer.
Right.
They accused me of being drunk. I told him I wasn't drunk. And, and like I said, this is the first time I ever got pulled over with my gun in the car by the police, period. And all the police killing all these brothers on social media and you see all this shit going on, man. I was nervous. Motherfucker,
right.
So how you going to tell me? Yeah. So that's my argument with him. It's like, man, I'm nervous, bud. I don't know what you want me to do. I got my hands up. I'm doing anything you want me to do, officer. I can do anything. But when I asked him, I said, if I blow in your thing, because I would have blew in this fucking thing, I said, what would happen to my gun license if I blew in your thing? He said he didn't know. So I told him I couldn't blow. What was I supposed to do? You can't answer my question, but you pull me over, you try to challenge me by the law, and you don't even know the law yourself, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I had the lead detective. She couldn't even tell me what I was being charged with. Didn't nobody know what to charge me with. Why am I even in jail? Why am I in jail and I had all my proper paperwork in order and everything because I didn't want to blow on your device? I'm not giving you my
they trying to suspend your license.
Man, well, they already suspended my driving license. I think they try to fuck with my gun license, but I ain't gonna let them. My attorneys ain't having that.
Now, the bad news about that is if they ask you to blow and you refuse to blow.
Yeah, you got to blow. It's a law.
Right.
Right. It's an automatic admission of guilt. But at the end of the day, though, they can't tell me what I was on. You can't tell me what I was on. If you don't have any, it's the officer's word against mine because wasn't nobody there but me and him.
Right.
And fuck that dude. Fuck that dude.
But by you not blowing, what you were saying was that I was drunk and I didn't want to blow. So you got to get a little
I was drunk and I didn't want to blow.
Fight that. You know what I'm saying? And the issue is, this is what's powerful about that. That law is a matter depending on where you are. That law is something.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Tim, have you been I know you probably have. Past couple of years, I've been looking up that sovereignty stuff. Have you did any studying on that?
The who?
What now?
Sovereignty, claiming your own sovereignty.
Right. Now this is I looked at that, but this is the issue. Because it get back into my definition of a nation, stable, historically developed community of people.
Yeah, because you alienating yourself from any ties to anything.
There you go. And we know the Europeans have never respected community. I mean, because if they did, the Native Americans would still have their land, right?
Yeah,
they can't stole your ass. So all of a sudden, you can walk up in court and be like, I'm a sovereign citizen. And they're going to respect that?
Nah.
No, I feel you, though. I mean, and I really think that's what it's all about. They was mad because, the council was so mad because I had all my paperwork in order. They just was like, man, we don't know what to do with this nigga. They don't know what to do with him. I told you I pissed the judge off because, see, I'm the type of person, like, a lot of people get fucked in the court system because they won't even speak for themselves. You go to court, and before you leave, the judge always say, before he sends you to anything, is there anything you want to say on your behalf? And you see all these dumbass things up there like, no, Your Honor, I don't have anything to say. Well, I got a lot to say. You might want to take me to your chambers before I wake these people up.
Hey, Ben, you still on the line?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh.
So, hey, the piece I was saying is, like, a lot of these laws that we don't agree with, it's fools like this that we discuss that and start putting things in motion to make them take that stuff off the books because the
change the law, yeah. Because I was reading it. You know how many laws was put? You know how many laws is still in effect from before the Jim Crow era, like that shouldn't be in the books, period. That was absolutely put in place without people of color in mind, like at all. Which definitely shouldn't still be on the books, but they still enforce these laws, which is almost unconstitutional. Because in the Constitution at that time we were only considered 3/5 of a human being. So once we were considered a person, then them laws should no longer. It's crazy, man. But yeah, I don't want. That's a whole nother discussion. We kind of freestyle Friday.
But it's one that needs to be had. That's a discussion that needs to be had. You know
he definitely right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even know that, man. It's crazy, man. And we don't know our history. We don't know.
Right.
I mean, we don't know the rules to the game. We don't know.
Well, the thing, not to cut you off, but the thing is, they don't want us to know that. See, because even Josh, you remember the Swamp Click,
exactly. But that goes back to everything we were talking about today about the youth being misguided with their values and all that stuff.
Right.
As long as they strip your identity, then they can give you an identity. As long as you don't know their laws, then they can govern you how they want to. You know what I'm saying? It's like they say, knowledge is key, but they keep us too focused on the wrong things. Like we're passionate. We're very passionate as people. We're passionate. We passionate. We do this. It's the things we pick and choose to be passionate about. You know, there are a lot of things that we should be passionate about. We should be passionate about saving our kids. We should be passionate about the stuff that's going on. But it's like, but I think that they're so good. This is just my personal opinion. I think they're so good that they'll toss us things to jump on. You know what I'm saying? They'll give us something to rally behind. They'll give us something to be passionate about, which really at the end of the day doesn't make a difference. While they're still doing this on the back end, whatever they want to do that we're not paying any attention to. You know, I think
they put stuff in the media. They put stuff in the media simply to distract us from the shit that's really going on. And only real conscious people.
I agree with that.
I feel like everybody on this line right now is conscious. Like, I really only talk to conscious individuals. If you sleepwalking on this planet or through Earth or whatever you're doing, then there's nothing I can do for you. But if you open, if your mind is open and you know about politics and you know about the community and unity and all that, and you talking positive things, trying to make change for real, then we can have a conversation. But if you're talking about destroying the nation, the hustling, selling dope and all that shit, glorifying it, I ain't saying.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Change. The thing we gotta understand is change is frustrating because change isn't gonna happen how we want it to happen. So change is we just a drop in the bucket, but it's millions of drops in the buckets out there. That's why stuff like this is good because suppose we didn't have this conversation. Suppose this line wasn't here. Us 5 or 6 people would never have been talking about anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think we need more things like this. That's the one thing I do like about the internet. The internet opens you up to conversations and people that you would have never ever had. But this social media is so backwards that most people waste time on social media. They focus on fights and
I was just about to say the same shit.
It's a double-edged sword.
You watch somebody on their phone, they gonna log on to Facebook at least 20 times a day, at least 20 times a day. The average adult gonna log on to Facebook, and most of them way more than that. But what are they doing while they're on Facebook? What are they talking about? Who are they talking to? So in reality, you're just wasting your day. There's no difference than PlayStation or something like that. It's so many people walking around just wasting the day. But if you have more things like this, more people getting together, even though right now we ain't having none but conversations. These just conversations. But by next year, you don't know what this can turn into. Now we starting programs. Now we getting together. Now we doing this. Then we doing this. So we need stuff like this. But we starting from square one. But it's a start. You know what I'm saying? It's a start. We can't never think that our goal is unreachable. You know what I'm saying? And get frustrated and think that things can't happen because change doesn't happen a big change. That's even in life. You know what I'm saying? Change don't happen in one big change. You make little changes, a bunch of little changes, and then big things start to change. So
exactly.
That's the key right there. Little changes is the because I started my whole series talking about it's the little changes that matter. Most of us is looking for big flip, like you hear people talking about flipping, but it's the small steps that you take. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about running for me because running reminds me that it's about the small steps because I can't jump a mile, but I can take steps.
But you can run, and still make that mile.
Exactly. I tell myself one step at a time, and that's how we do everything. But brother from Columbus, what is your name?
Yes, sir.
Type your name into the system.
You can type me in, Anthony. Look, I'm giving him my government. Yauncey, ain't you proud of him?
It's cool. It's a good place for him.
You give me whatever name.
You can put me in as Anthony. That's who I am. I mean, I've been working I've got my career. I'm legal. I'm polished now. That street life ain't even nothing about me.
Did Maurice hang up? Maurice hung up the phone?
Yeah, it's just us three.
Okay.
That's true.
I'm glad he called in, man, because that dude right there, he a pastor, so he Christian. We not conflict on religions, but we had them type of debates. But dude does a lot in the community, bro. I mean, he does a lot. Utmost respect for that dude, man. He does a lot, bro. What y'all need to start doing is what I did, though. Post this shit on your Facebook, man. When y'all know we're going to have a forum at a certain time, post it on there, let people, if it don't but one person come in, I had 2-3 people come in today. If they had 2-3 people, it's a good thing, man.
Well, you had about 10 people stop in.
I'm finna get off this line, though, because my phone go dead. We going on 2 hours. We're an hour and 40 minutes, so.
For the brother in Columbus,
I'm here.
We're going to be doing a camping trip on September 11th. And I also do, every other week, I do a study group on Saturdays where I broadcast from there, too. So
where are you here in Columbus too?
Yeah, I'm here in Columbus.
Yeah, he in Columbus.
Okay. Well, link up with me, man. Your name is Hi Tim?
Hi Tim. Yep.
Okay.
So
I got the number. If you got my number too, you send me the link to
right.
you, man. I'll definitely polish with you, man, because I like what you're talking about. I like everything that's going on.
I'm friends with Yauncey on Facebook, so you can get to my Facebook page, and then also I got a group page. It's called Gye-Nyame Journey. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we can just stay in touch because the number you got is not my actual number. You got the number.
I know.
I'm a tag his name in your page, and then you can just send him a friend request.
Cool.
Okay, that works out.
You can start seeing what's going on the page and stuff.
All right, gentlemen.
Okay, I appreciate you, Yauncey, man. I appreciate you, bro.
It's all love, bro. Well, because I gotta get up. I got a 5K race where it's just a run. It's the African American Wellness Walk tomorrow, so I'm gonna be running that. So
okay.
I'm gonna have to go and lay it down. So
okay. When the next group day? Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, Tuesday. We're gonna be doing folktales for grown folks, and the folktale we're gonna work on is going to be. Well, I'm gonna post it up on my page so that if you want to.
I'm gonna tag you on this page, bro.
Okay, just tag me in, bro.
Man, y'all have a safe weekend, man.
I'm gonna text you my number from. I'm gonna text you my number too, Yauncey. Lock me in your phone. Bro.
Yeah, inbox me. I'm gonna call you from my phone. We started chopping it up too, bro. I miss you anyway.
Yeah, what's up, bro? I love you, man. I'll holler at you, bro.
All right, fella.
All right.
Peace. Y'all take it easy.